Welcome to Fallasburg. Many residents of the area have claimed to have had paranormal experiences, specifically on this bridge. So I thought I would check it out and see if I could find anything myself. Just past the bridge is what's called Pioneer Village. Inside the village, there are historic homes, as well as an old schoolhouse and its own private cemetery. The village was founded in the 1830s by a man named John Fallas. When the land was first purchased by John and his brothers, the economy began to boom after a sawmill and a chair factory was put in place. But unfortunately, after the 1860s, it rapidly declined. Fallasburg saw a huge economic decline once the railroad system cut through other neighboring cities but didn't bring people to them. The grist mill they built was torn down because it couldn't compete with the larger mills in the city. In the early 1900s, several businesses and residents burned to the ground in a big fire, and while there is no historical proof, there is a lot of speculation that multiple members of the society passed away in this fire. So maybe that's why Fallasburg seems like a ghost town now. Or maybe it seems that way because it is that way. Many paranormal experiences have been reported throughout the area, although there's no understanding why. The first remnant of the afterlife is said to spend most of his time at the bridge. He's a man dressed in attire from the 19th century. When people see him, they describe him as an old man that exudes sadness from him. It's thought that he committed suicide by jumping from the rails of the bridge into the freezing waters below. There is also lots of talk around here that a young woman was hung from the bridge for practicing witchcraft. Some people even believe that her death may have been responsible for the economic downfall the village experienced afterwards. Maybe she placed a curse on the village before her untimely death. A paranormal investigation crew has visited some of the historic sites of Fallasburg. In one of the homes, someone on the team reported that everything was moved out of the house before they started investigating. Soon after, they experienced a spirit talking about his lost chair. The team was in shock, as they had just moved the chair out of the room to make more space. They also reported hearing voices and knocking sounds. At the schoolhouse, the team experienced something truly unexplainable. The paranormal team began to hear a thump, 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 the sound of 2 feet walking by the desks near the window. Suddenly, a bang came from the storage room. One of the investigators ran outside to see if it were coming from out there, but it wasn't. It was right in the room with them. They then headed to the cemetery. This is where they experienced the most activity. A spirit by the name of William Moon showed his presence. One of the investigators, who was skilled with divining rods, used the rods while asking questions, and sure enough, the spirit pointed her into this direction. This little place is like a window into the past, and while I enjoyed my time here, I probably won't ever come back in the dark.